Please be seated. Before we begin today's ceremony, please silence your cell phones out of respect for the ceremony. Welcome to the 2025 Jonsson School Commencement. Graduates, this is your day. My name is Chris Botti, and I have the wonderful privilege of serving as Assistant Vice President and Associate Dean here at UT Dallas, and I want to give you all a big comment welcome to today's ceremony. It is now my great honor to introduce your Dean, Dr. Stephanie G. Adams. Dean Adams is the 5th Dean of the Erik Jonsson School of Engineering and Computer Science and holder of the Lars Magnus Eriksson Chair at UTD. Dean Adams, also a professor of systems engineering, is a leader in team effectiveness and quality control and management, as well as faculty and graduate student development. Please join me in welcoming Dean Adams.
Thank you, Chris, for that introduction. Welcome, Jonsson School Class of 2025. Welcome to the parents, grandparents, siblings, cousins, aunts, and uncles, to the friends, mentors, professors, and staff, to everyone who's here today to celebrate this most momentous occasion, and those that are watching online across the world. I have the privilege of introducing colleagues that are participating in today's ceremony. I'll ask them to stand and remain standing, and I'll ask the audience to hold all applause until all introductions are complete. Dr. Porus Balsara, Vice Dean. Dr. Joshua Summers, Interim Associate Dean for Undergraduate Education. Chris Botti, Associate Dean for External Relations. Yvette Pearson, please raise your hand, Associate Dean for Effectiveness and Accountability. Dr. Dinesh Bhatia, Department Head of Electrical and Computer Engineering. Dr. Shalini Prasad, Department Head of Bioengineering. Dr. Edward White, Department Head of Mechanical Engineering. Dr. Manuel Quevedo Lopez, Department Head of Materials Science and Engineering. Dr. Steve Yurkovich, Department Head of Systems Engineering. The following associate department heads, I'm just going to ask them to stand as I call their name without their title. Leo Blaris, Tariq Ali, Nafal Al-Dahir, Cameron Kia Saleh, Arya Nasratinia, Hangbing Liu, and Dong Kian. And all faculty on the floor, please stand. Thank you. You may now applaud. And you all may now be seated. We are gathered here today to celebrate our students. The Jonsson School is home to nearly 9,000 students, and this semester, 1,265 of them are graduating. This includes 833 students who've earned bachelor's degrees, 387 students who've earned their master's degrees, and 45 students who've earned their doctoral degrees. Friends, this year in the Jonsson School, we focus on the theme of creativity. I would like to reiterate for our friends and family here, don't believe for 1 minute the stereotype that engineers and computer scientists are a bunch of nerds with limited capacity for creativity. On the contrary, our fields are highly creative, and many of us call ourselves artists, musicians, poets, and actors. Professor Dinesh Bhatia and I happen to love photography. We both enjoyed taking photos of the once-in-a-lifetime solar eclipse last year. Professor Balsara is a wonderful painter. Professor Pearson plays the trombone. I am sure there are others among us who enjoy creative expressions. In my experience, graduates, you will need to keep 3 things in mind as you build your own creativity: habits, flexibility, and support. While creativity may come across as spontaneous, we innovate best through habit. When I think about the many goals I want to reach, I remember that my habits and my day-to-day discipline provide the framework needed to be creative. We humans need to have enough sleep, good food to eat, and sunlight. We're like plants in that way. If we create the right environment and the right conditions, then creativity will sprout. Secondly, we need flexibility of thought. If we are rigid in our thinking, that may mean that we are not considering new perspectives, or we need to expand our circles. Through domestic and international travel, I've achieved more flexibility by exposing myself to different cultures and ways of thinking. Some of you exercise flexibility by taking the leap and traveling to the United States from your home countries or rural Texas or another state to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex to earn your degrees. I encourage you to continue to move past your comfort zone to encounter new ideas and cultures. because much of our creativity involves synthesizing what already exists into something new. In engineering and computer science, we think about a concept that I have considered throughout my career: wicked problems. While some problems are straightforward and have a single mathematical solution, such as x equals 2, the most important problems we or you will solve throughout our lives, or your lives, often do not have a clean, easy solution. Flexibility allows us to consider alternative solutions so that we can ultimately reach the best decision for the problem facing us, from energy sustainability to societal issues like persistent poverty and hunger. Finally, we need support. Creativity does not exist in a vacuum. We need to connect with other creative people for inspiration and for support when times are tough. Joining a book club, displaying your art at a gallery, or participating in a professional conference are all ways to build belonging and shared purpose with others who share your interest. Working as a team also enhances your creativity. Combining your skills and insights with others' skills and insights can surpass what you would have accomplished on your own. I would like to conclude with a quote from Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, a psychologist who studied flow, or the state where we are immersed in a creative activity. He says, "Optimal experience is something we make happen. For a child, it could be placing with trembling fingers the last block on a tower she has built, higher than any she has built so far. For a swimmer, it could be trying to beat his own record. For a violinist, mastering an intricate musical passage. For each person, there are thousands of opportunities and challenges to expand ourselves." I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and I hope that today is just the beginning of a life filled with thousands of opportunities to expand yourselves through creativity. Congratulations to all. It is now my pleasure to welcome Dr. Porus Balsara, Vice Dean for the Erik Jonsson School of Engineering and Computer Science, to introduce today's student speaker.
Thank you, Dean Adams. Good morning. Our speaker was born in Germany and grew up in sunny El Paso, Texas. He received his undergraduate and master's degree in biomedical engineering from UT Dallas and graduates today with his PhD in biomedical engineering. As a graduate student in vascular mechanobiology lab under Dr. Heather Haenga, he was awarded the Louis Stokes Alliance for Minority Participation Fellowship and received multiple UT Dallas research and travel grants and has published 2 first-authored papers in biomechanics and bioengineering journals. Additionally, he taught robotics and STEM-related courses at a nearby high school, interned with multinational engineering software company Dassault Systems, and presented at over 15 conferences, both in the United States and abroad. He is currently co-president of the UT Dallas Biomedical Engineering Graduate Student Assembly, co-chairs the American Society of Mechanical Engineering and Biomedical Engineering Student Leadership Committee, and is the CEO of a startup company called Sencorda Medical. He is passionate about mentorship and aspires to motivate younger students to pursue knowledge and careers in engineering and science. After graduation, he will continue his postdoctoral training under Dr. J. Humphrey at Yale University. Please join me in welcoming your classmate, Dr. Jeremy Warren.
Move this up a little bit. All right. Thank you for the introduction. I would like to start with a question. What does it mean to be in STEM? Well, to me, being in STEM means being at the forefront of technological and societal advancements. As engineers and computer scientists, we apply principles from science and mathematics to solve practical problems, often leading to outcomes that shape our daily lives and the future. Not only do the problem-solving and critical thinking skills that we gained during our time here at UT Dallas contribute to economic growth, but they facilitate advancements that are central to modern life and future possibilities. But there is a key component embedded in this message that perhaps may have been lost on our journey to graduation. And that component is, well, our impact on humanity. You see, it is this ability to critically think through and solve problems that inevitably drives worldwide innovation. Without folks like us, we would have beautiful works of art and music, but no buildings to display them in. We would have dreams of flying through the skies or landing on the moon, but no planes or rocket ships to take us there. And perhaps most importantly, we would have language and a deep desire to connect with those around the world, but no phones or internet to do so. For better or worse, without us, the world would be a very different place. But I am extremely proud to be a part of a group of people dedicated to pushing the boundaries of technology and facilitating advancements that drive humanity forward. However, it is not all grandeur, as there are often times when our insights and contributions are overshadowed by money or influence. And it is at this enigmatic intersection where messages can be misunderstood, values miscommunicated, and honest work overlooked. It is an unfortunate truth that the products of our efforts are sometimes misused for power or greed. And at the heart of such contentions lie us, the engineers and computer scientists, helplessly entangled in a mixture of economic interests and ethical dilemmas. It is here, at this complex juncture, that our role extends beyond mere technical prowess and knowledge to embody a more holistic stance of stewardship and advocacy. We have the opportunity, nay, the obligation, to not only shape what we work on, but also how it is used to benefit society as a whole. In this vein, it is absolutely essential for us to engage not only within our respective fields, but also in public discourse to educate, inform, and advocate for the safe incorporation of technology. We must also strive to ensure that our work does not just advance the capabilities of a few, rather, they uplift humanity as a whole. Now, this means being vocal about the ethical implications of our work and remaining committed to societal betterment in all aspects of life. Now, this commitment to a broader societal responsibility may certainly feel daunting at times, but it is also the cornerstone that makes our work so profoundly meaningful. And as we stand here, or sit here today, on the shoulders of giants and those before us, we must ensure that we are not just reaching higher, but also extending our hands outward to lift others up with us. So, as we move forward, let us not only ask ourselves what we can build, but also what we should build. Let us not only pursue the frontier of knowledge and innovation, but also guard against the misuse of our creations. Let us be the generation who did not just push the boundaries, but also secured foundational pillars built on integrity, inclusivity, and a deep commitment to the betterment of all humanity. We know not what the future holds for us. But I strongly believe that if we continue to exercise this commitment to societal advancement and practice those critical thinking and problem-solving skills that we gained here at this great university, that we will position ourselves and the world for a better tomorrow. So, before I go, I would like to leave you with some closing thoughts. Keep an open mind. Be willing to embrace new ideas, even when they challenge your own assumptions. Stay adaptable. The world is changing faster than ever, and it will be your curiosity, not just your credentials, that carries you through. And finally, Never let today's limitations define tomorrow's possibilities. We are not here to fit into old systems, rather, we are here to imagine and create new ones. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck to each and every one of our graduates, and go Comets. Thank you. I now invite to the podium Dr. Joshua Summers, Interim Associate Dean for Undergraduate Education for the Erik Jonsson School of Engineering and Computer Science. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of our graduating students. You should all be extremely proud of your accomplishments. I would like to offer a special recognition to those students who have graduated with honors. If you have graduated with Service Honors, Latin Honors, Collegium Phi, or are a member of Phi Kappa Phi or Tau Beta Pi, please stand as you are able. Please be seated. That kind of power doesn't really work very well in the classroom, I've discovered. All right, it is now my honor to certify the candidates for undergraduate degrees. Will all candidates who are to receive the bachelor degree please rise if able and remain standing? Dean Adams, on behalf of the faculty, I certify to you that those candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their respective degrees. Candidates, please be seated. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Dr. Porus Balsara, Vice Dean for the Erik Jonsson School of Engineering and Computer Science.
Today's commencement ceremony is a highlight of the academic calendar. We gather to recognize and celebrate your dedication, hard work, and the glorious achievement of earning your degrees. I would also like to take this opportunity to recognize the tremendous contributions, commitment, and sacrifices of the parents, families, and friends that helped make this day a reality. Students succeed not only because of their own efforts, but also because of the support they receive from families and friends. So to our graduates and their families, congratulations, good luck, good success, and wish you all the very best for a very bright future. Will all candidates who are to receive their master's degrees please rise as able and remain standing. Dean Adams, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their master's degrees. Candidates, please be seated. Earlier, a special recognition ceremony was conducted for graduating doctoral students. Each student who participated in this ceremony invited his or her advisor or another UT Dallas faculty member to assist the Dean of Graduate Education in placing the doctoral hood of their commencement regalia over their heads. The conferrals signified the success of the candidate in completing his or her program of studies, leading to the highest academic degree offered by UT Dallas. Since the doctoral recipients are already hooded, it now only remains for them to receive their diplomas. I ask that all doctoral degree recipients now stand as able and be recognized. Graduates, please be seated. I turn the podium back to Dean Adams for the formal recognition of degrees.
Before I officially recognize the candidates for degrees, Jeremy, where's your family? Would the Warren family please stand? Let's acknowledge Jeremy and his family for a wonderful speech today. Thank you all for coming and being with us. We're so proud of Jeremy, and we know he's going to do great things as he goes off to Yale and beyond. And now, by virtue of the authority vested by law in the Board of Regents of the University of Texas System, I confer upon each of you the respective academic degree for which you've been recommended, with all rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereunto, and I offer my sincere congratulations. It is now my privilege to congratulate and formally recognize the graduating class of 2025 for the Erik Jonsson School of Engineering and Computer Science. I invite all graduates to cross the stage as able. Audience, please listen carefully for your graduates' names as they cross the stage by degree and not in alphabetical order.
Now presenting your student speaker.
Dr. Jeremy Warren.
Graduates receiving a baccalaureate degree, please come forward as your name is called.
Now presenting graduates from the Department of Biomedical Engineering.
Neha Nuzaima, Alma. Ryan Raja Ferris. Athul Raz Anil Kumar. Varun Gunda. Firas Maksud Alam. Tusif Austin. Daniel Thomas Buckaloo. Rese Disiati. Emily Marie Fernando. Doha Walid Mahmoud. Miguel Figueroa Hernandez. Andrew Christian Barre. Alina Eve Brood. Marvin Ivan Alvarez. Serene Kalashian. Stephen Michael Angelo Lawson. Jessica Faith Lynn. Zachary J. Lee. Paul Yunki Kim. Nautica 2 Hawkins. Justine Marie Heckler. Alejandro Lopez Figueroa. Ashwin Krishnan. Erin Marie Ledesma. Kimberly Canu. Tasha Putri Rustandi. Maria Fernanda Gotashe. Arushi Gupta. Samantha Agron. Kayla Mendoza. Jacob Thomas Peña. Julieta Aviv Peleg Baldino. Pranav Ranganath. Aditya Parani Kumar Sujata. Snehal Mazumdar. Soham K. Mangrolia. Yash Jesh Narsian. Onyedikachi David Ololo. Alif N. Oskan. Ashritha Malkuchi.
Anusha Kashpapa.
Akriti Jaiswal. Jaideep Kaur. Emira Sama Hossain. Aiden Christopher Tompkins. Sneha Joe Mondal. Tatiana Cherie Wilson. Jasmine Elizabeth Thomas. Shreya Tirumala Kumara. Salmia Thomas. Quinn New Tran. Nathaniel Junyuan Zhang. Lee Simon Rodrigo Zulueta. Ayush Srivastava. Deepa Vasudevan. Sugkirthi Gauri Sridhar. Michael Scriver. Basma Hossameldin Salem. Sarah Mohammed. Adam Kale. Christine Lauren Carroll. Gabe Butuk. Harini Arun Prakash. Krishna Chilukuri. Victoria Amanda Hardono. Mohana Anand Chavan. Sapna Chandra Sekhar. Noah Granados. Navin A. Hossein. Mark Taylor Allen. Shak Hatim. Omar Altakrori. Laith Isam Al-Bozom.
Now presenting graduates from the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering.
Yuen Du. Suleiman Yusuf. Dan Nguyen. Tristan Robinson. Cooper Lee Kelly. Jonathan Liu. Tyler Van Lim. Nigel Mawuli Kobla Kudowar. Sai Pranav Meduri. Aaron Kurian. Emmanuel Michael Yanes. Kenny Lynn. Grace Ann Lynch. Michael Travis Leslie. Jonathan Edward Lee. Dylan Gareth Lewis. Anbarin Khalid. Thomas Arnett. Juan Jose Arreguin. Kevin J. DeBoard. Hannah Thon Vo. Ritambara Kaushik. Stephen Kwa Win. Varsha Thomas. Gabrielle Sequitin Tobias. Dridi Vivek. Clark Schwartzfager. Andy Dong Win. Priya Sinha. Tahsin Hasnain Risho. Zachariah Andrew Pena. Swapnil Singh. Manuel Alejandro de Jesus Contreras. Jonathan David Joseph Kitchen. Maxim Manin. Dagan Kraus. Mio Mayint Aung. Wusung An. Usama Hassan Omar Ali.
Manan Bardwaj.
Sebastian Augusto Colon Torres. Stephanie Jean Barnard.
Sahi Chandu.
Abner Beltran. Robert Thomas Appling. William Contreras Lopez. Oscar Alvarado. Alan Kang Tran. Allison Nyok Ni Pham. Connor Patrick Giorda. Raul Angel Garcia. Kenneth Hamilton Hart III. Jonah Hayes. Long Dong Ho. Pranav Varghese John. Muhammad Irtaza Ikram. Frank Mora Lasario III. Gaurav Girish Kulkarni. Sadie Elizabeth Medor. Nolan Lai Huang. Levi Adam Jensen. Chad Melhem. Dan Koa Tran. Joseph Prudencio. Kennedy Honoruo Nwakori. Ethan Subramaniam. Adrian Ramon Villalba. Juan Rafael de Leon Paulino.
Bilal Syed Bilal Qazi.
Reese Michael Timmons. Marino Santos. Raymond Ty. Jack Standard. Ross Gentry Wallenchuk. Raiju Sabu Paul. Chandler Norwood. Francisco Andres Ortiz.
Now presenting graduates from the Department of Mechanical Engineering.
Jacob Ryan Armstrong. Nahale Ali Sirat. Anna Eileen Bartlett. Alexander Daniel Aiken. Hayden Elliott Bryce. Roman Berry. Benjamin Lucas Brock. Jeremiah Matthew Abraham. Nathan Kenneth Bloomberg. Jennifer Briseno. Hamza Ali Al-Saif. Kamal Mahdi Al-Salami. Logan Michael Bogle. Ride Bhagwan Bhutana. Daniel Evan DeKeyser. K. Douglas Broderick. Sebastian Gabriel Castellino Herrada. Michael Jaden Chambliss. Fred Camacho. Jose Oscar Castro Jr. Octavio Chavez Jr. Andric Encarnacion Del Angel. Kenji Daniel Camero. Martin Misael Delgado. Christian Chavez. Louis Chen. Makisig Cardenas, Matthew Castro, Gabriela Castaneda, Ayush Milind Kurd, Lee Allen Larson, Kerrigan Victoria Glatz, Ethan Anthony Gamero, Bryce Eric Fothergill, Gurman Singh Deol, Elisa Ann Dryden,
Caroline Grace Fala,
Brianna Lynn Greeley, Patrick Glanton, Adi Hazan, Yun Hao, Samuel Godwin, George Michael Hawkins, Mitchell William Hermes, Melat Tigistu Dibaba, Brian Christopher Lai, Samuel Jin Kim, Jinbei Kang, Harkanwarveer Singh Kang, Joshua Hoyos, Aryan Kulkarni, Albert K. Joseph, Nam Ho, Robert Sinclair Herrera, Christopher Allen Hay, Bilal Khan, Karim Khan, Karen Herrada, Angel Juarez, Sasha Michelle Luich, Zilu Liu, Jocelyn Victoria Marquez, Christian Emmanuel Luna Arriaga, Giovanni Montano, Garrick K.Y. Liu, Osvaldo Enrique Lopez, Nicholas Melvin, Mihailo Matik, Anders Lisa, Brock Frederick Mueller, Jacob Paul Meyer, Ibrahim Khaled Salem, Kyle Thomas Roginski, Darren Lynn, Hendon Michael Pollard, Justin Wynn, Grace Friend, Logan Donald Ahmet, Connor James Myers, Brandon Murphy,
Nicholas Alexander Lozak,
John Austin Pace, Julian R. Nicholson, Sakith Venkatasai Palagumi, Adnan Mohammad Orfali, Stephen Key Wynn, Stephen James Pierce, Eden Coy Wynn, Andrew Hui Pham, Damian Noriega Mauricio, Vincent Wynn, James Matthew Selstrom, Jack A. Shores, Braden E. Schleicher, Raul Ramirez, Hunter Owen Pye, Bradley James Ross, Logan Joe Murray, Maximilian Maury Pollard, Simon Cortinas Kindera, Brandon Sanchez, Armand Shrestha, Avery Elizabeth Raymond. Luciano Rocha Jr. Grant Otto Ricks. Mohammed Nibal Salim. Lavina Surtani. Nolan Jacob Westrope. Peter Michael Zalutsky. Garrett Walton. Aaron Lonnie Wolf. Shayla Helen Turner. Jackson Wayne Tucker. Christopher Todd Stewart. Jackson Daly Swain.
Now presenting graduates from the Department of Biomedical Engineering.
Graduates receiving a master's degree, please come forward as your name is called.
Queensley Chinenye Ume. Mackenzie Emily Garcia. Hudson Robert Taylor. Maxwell Borte Quay. Siddharth J. Kumar. Jimena Mora Rosales. Sashikanth Sudhakar. Aditya Vital. Varsha Venugopal. Nandagopal Padma Kumar. Ganu Gunta Shreya. Swaminathan Gopalakrishnan. Sydney Sherlock. Giritharan D.
Now presenting graduates from the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering.
Mukil Suga Kanti Madinadan. Sudarshan Narsiman. Victor Xiao. Amin Kedwai. Kameshwara Pavan Aditya Nukala. Mari Funez Ramirez. Faisal Ali. Nikita Sanjay Kachane. Ankit Das. Nilesh Subhash Suryavanshi. Ashish Soni. Anand Singh. Arnav Anand. Prathamesh Sanjay Gadad. Yash Mahendra Kumarwani. Kodanda Rama Yaswanth Kumar Ramadugu. Aditya Bhaskaran. Sai Prasant Reddy. Tejo Krishna Fani Pasumarthi. Shoham Amartya Sanyal. Bhavishya Shrestha. Kenan Kaiwen Wu. Shilpa Pandian. Satvik Sagarthi. BCH Sacha Naga Siromani Kumar Raghu. Pranavi Gayatri Somi Shetty. Harish Sekar. Moinuddin Zayed. Xavier Hernandez. Isaac Daniel Jochumson. Ronnie Matthew Abraham. Pranav Anand Marthi. Adam Shumsky. Apostolos Conterinis. Mohit Anant Yadnik. Vittorio T. Adeagbo. Sumuk Varun Kuchibhotla. Vyoma Ketinkumar Patel. Megha Romesh. Shreya Upadhyay. Hansvi Patel. Devanshi Patel. Prachi Vishal Kumar Patel. Ojas Suhas Kazbekar. Martin Mena. Naga Sesenk Alapati. Sandeep Kumar Jakampudi. Aditya Pradeep. Anusha Srinivasa Reddy. Chaitanya Shravanthi Dasari. Geetika Pulai Kodi. Benjamin Ting. Vishal Lakshminarayanan. Tanya Durga Prasad Vaingankar. Datri Mandla. Neha Gangalapudi. Salek Ahmed Khan. Axel Xavier Gomez. Ethan Richard Ferguson. Anvita Ramesh. Sindhu Pita.
Now presenting graduates from the Department of Mechanical Engineering.
Shanae Lakeisha Edwards. Tan Min Huang. Bennett Joseph Daniel. Pradeep Balaram Saroj. Yash Yogeshwar Rananaware. Akshat Kaushal. Sri Dutta Akhil Achyutuni. Jemmy Geo Thomas. Jaivarun Reddy Yedula. Mit Patel. Rahul Rajeshbhai Pandit. Justin Harris Poole. Hong Shu Wong. Jaron Thomas Kreska. Daniel James Wood. Hayden James Ellis. Brian Rafael Nunez Sanchez. Zainab Afsar Fahim. Abhijit Prashant Kulkarni. Samir Zahid. Muaz Mardini. Shravan Venugopal. Gael Christian Luna Lopez. Morgan Schultz.
Now presenting graduates from the Department of Systems Engineering.
Premal Maheshbhai Patel. Shlok Jayesh Patel. Karen Stephanie Pinedo Paredes. Kenny Nonso Anyakwo. Gary Preston. Ali Reza Amuri. Kyle Robert Ames Settlemeyer. Ryan Michael Griffith. Sonali R. Gandhi. Sahana Madhaven. Sri Vishnavi Yaraganti. Saad-ur-Rehman. Pratik Naidu Jarugu. Anish Guntaka. Samiha Wafi Sharif. Ahmed Usman. Danush Gauda Srinivasaya. Samya Chaya Kalpesh Karia.
Graduates receiving a doctoral degree, please come forward as your name is called.
Chanda Bandari. Lam. Vinith Amritur Nir. Hao Xie. Matthew Bergschneider. Haritier Shebindu Adam. Emmanuel Joseph Aju.
This concludes the presentation of degrees.
As we bring our commencement to a close, when you have to go to so many commencements, you find different things to do to occupy your time as you're clapping for all of the students going across the stage. So one of the things that I do is I look at the shoes, and I look to see who's got the coolest shoes or the most challenging shoes. So this year, the coolest shoe award goes to my colleague, Dr. Dinesh Bhatia. Dr. Bhatia, please stand up. Come out front. Turn around so they can see the back. He has his initials on the back of his shoes. Now, don't be surprised if next commencement, all of us have his shoes on in a different color scheme. Great job, Dinesh. Compliments of his son. You have to have some fun on commencement day, don't you? So congratulations to one and all. I would like to thank the university staff and the school staff in particular who have planned and executed this commencement ceremony today, and express my appreciation once again to all the faculty and administrators who gave their time to participate. And now, Comets, we have one last assignment for you. So would you all please rise as able? Now, the PhD students don't have to do this part because yours is permanent, but would you move your tassel from the right side to the left side? And for those of you with class rings, I invite you to turn them so that they face away from you to point outward towards your future, symbolically pointing to your place in the larger world of UTD alumni. You may all be seated. Let me be the first to offer warmest congratulations to you and my very best wishes for a prosperous and joyful future. In addition to earning the degrees conferred upon you today, you have earned the right to be associated with a very special group of individuals. You may now call yourselves alumni of the University of Texas at Dallas. I know for a fact that we have some alumni with us today. Could I please ask all UTD graduates in the Activity Center to join our new alumni and stand and be recognized? That would be all of you on the floor as well. You may be seated. This day marks a wonderful milestone not only in your lives but also in the life of the university. I wish you all the best as you go into your new lives as graduates of the University of Texas at Dallas. Enjoy your day of celebration with your family and friends and return to us soon. We will now hear a few closing words from Chris Body, who started our ceremony.
Well, thank you, Dean Adams, and congratulations, everyone. You know, graduation always gives me great joy as I enjoy the energy, the excitement, and watching all our graduates walk across the stage. And graduation's always a little bit nostalgic for me, too, because it was about 20 years ago that I graduated from UT Dallas in this very building, sitting in those very seats. And if it wasn't for the education that I received at UTD, I wouldn't be standing with you all here today. So I'm very grateful for the gift of education that I received from UT Dallas. And there are many people who helped you along your journey, but there's also one group of individuals that sometimes goes unnoticed, and that's our donors and our benefactors, many of whom are UT Dallas alumni. You see, this university was founded with an incredible act of philanthropy, a gift from our founders. So it is safe to say that none of us would be here today if it wasn't for that act of generosity and philanthropy done a little over 50 years ago. So as you all go out into your careers and use your education to become incredibly successful, I challenge you that when you're willing and able to do so, to pay the gift of education forward by supporting your alma mater. You see, that investment into the university will make an impact for generations to come. And just so our graduates don't forget, we have gifted each and every one of them this passport cover with the Jonsson School logo on it that has information inside on how to stay connected with us. We look forward to engaging with you all as alumni, and remember, you all will be Comets for the rest of your lives. Congratulations, and we wish you all the best.
And now I ask for all who are able to please rise and join us in the singing of the Alma Mater, led by the UTD Chamber Singers. Graduates, please remain standing. Will the audience please be seated? In a moment, the administration and faculty will recess through the rear doors of the auditorium, after which our graduates will also recess. Graduates, please pay attention to the staff from the Erik Jonsson School of Engineering and Computer Science as they ask you to recess one row at a time. Once the graduates have left, friends and family may follow them out of the building. Guests and graduates will be directed to the Davidson Gundy Alumni Center for Grads on the Green.